isn't our debate when you're just spreading hate. It isn't our debate when you're just spreading hate. It isn't our debate when you're just spreading hate.
Hey guys, it's Fleccas. This week we're at UCLA where Ben Shapiro's giving a speech and some UCLA kids are not happy about it. Let's see what's going on.
I came here to hear Ben Shapiro speak. I got here on time, but my friend didn't arrive here on time, and so they closed it because they were afraid of security reasons because of the protesters. And so we decided, okay, let's just make our exit, and we came this way instead of going the other way, and I got bombarded by a lot of hate.
Nazis go home! Nazis go home! Nazis go home!
I saw a guy with a sign that said "F Nazis" and Ben Shapiro's Jewish.
Nazis go home!
You should come and talk. We need to know the ignorance in the country. We need to know what you guys believe.
Definitely.
Exactly.
What's some of the ignorance that Ben Shapiro said or done that you don't like? Which of the things he said do you not like?
Pretty much everything I've heard him say. I mean, obviously in my research I've looked at more of his bigoted things, so I don't know what his other policies are. I certainly don't agree with his stances on abortion, access to abortion. I don't agree with his stance on Arabs, which is really just blatantly racist. I mean, look at his tweets. It's pretty clearly a whole caricature of a whole population of a whole race, saying that all these people like one thing.
I don't think he mentioned Arabs. I think most of his videos were talking about radical Muslims. And he also made a point that a lot of Muslims are radical. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Are you out?
Yeah, he's out.
He's out. He got no facts, man.
Yeah, Arabs. What was he talking about with Arabs?
Everyone's just yelling at each other,
Yeah. But it's hard to even interview people. They don't want to talk. They just want to chant. He's out.
It seems like people want an echo chamber, right? Only people that agree with them. And if they disagree, they're awful for some reason.
Right-wing bigots, go away!
I think the echo chambers, they dehumanize the other side. So if you keep seeing your stuff over and over and you see the other side sees their stuff over and over, when you meet someone with opposing views, you can't comprehend how they can get to that place.
I really just think these people should, if they're such better people than Ben Shapiro, they should make a platform, and they should be the new Ben Shapiro, who's nicer to trans people and stuff.
When you get out in the world, in the working force, if you're able to get work, your boss is not going to care if he hurt your feelings. Your boss is not going to care that you need 5 minutes to go to your safe space. And when they condition these people to thinking that way, it sets them up for failure.
It isn't a debate when you're just spreading hate.
Is it a debate when you're just spreading hate? Find out tonight. Do you think Ben Shapiro should be able to speak tonight or no?
No, I don't think he should be able to speak.
Why do they not want Ben Shapiro to speak?
Because Ben Shapiro speaks the truth.
Ben Shapiro incites hate speech. He does not incite free speech.
Come up, Ben Shapiro, and Smiley Annapolis.
Wow.
They're going to wind up on socialist assistance, government assistance, and it's going to collapse the system even more, and that's going to allow them to say, well, we tried capitalism, it's time to usher in socialism, Marxism, communism, whatever else they want to usher in that's going to be destructive to this, as Ronald Reagan said, once shining city on a hill.
I mean, I agree. I'm all for it that people are here having a conversation, but then these people bring a microphone or whatever.
It's the Donald Trump is worse than Hitler girl.
Donald Trump is worse than Hitler!
They act like they're fighting for a particular ideology, but it's just like what does Donald Trump have to do with today? That's the thing.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro didn't even vote for Donald Trump.
Personally, I believe in a free market, and I believe that competition is the way to go. Competition with ideas, as he said before, competition with business, that's how you get things done. You know, that's the most efficient way to work things.
Definitely, and I feel like a lot of these kids maybe aren't the most competitive, so they'd kind of, rather than go out and fail or go out and continue to fail, they'd rather come here, chant, and make up reasons as to why they're oppressed and why the system needs to change to accommodate them, when realistically, you got to get back up and do it.
They're all probably going to take an Uber home after tonight, and, you know, they're going to use the same tools of capitalism that we are, except they don't realize where that wealth comes from, which is the Constitution.
It seems like what the Democratic Party and socialists do, they want to tear everybody down instead of build something for themselves. So take that energy, take that passion, and start a business and start a Facebook page and go do college speeches. And if you can't, maybe you're not as good as Ben Shapiro.
Like, just because someone's wearing a suit, just because someone looks like Richard Spencer, and they have a haircut like a Hitler Youth, that doesn't mean they're right.
It's the greatest time ever, and there's a lane for everybody. But you know, like you point out, a lot of these people just don't quite have it together.
Can't take it no more. Can't take it no more.
Yeah, a lot of screws loose on this end.
It's so hostile, you know? If you let anything slip that you might be a centrist or a right-wing person, people are going to come and they're going to attack you.
Right-wing bigots, go away! Racist, sexist, anti-gay! Right-wing bigots, go away! Racist, sexist, anti-gay!
They're not able to talk. I know what the hell it is.
Go away!
Who's the bigot? Why? Why?
Because you support a fascist.
Who?
Donald Trump.
He's a fascist. Why? Thank you. Why is he a fascist?
Are you with him?
I'm in the middle.
I'm good.
Why is he a fascist?
He's out.
Yeah, a lot of people on the right, they're afraid to, just speak their very normal opinions on campus without being attacked by leftist people like this. Definitely not all.
I'm gonna get this guy. I gotta roll.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
Transphobia has got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
Transphobia has to go. Let's find out where. Fleccas talk.
I get called a sellout. Meanwhile, I want upward mobility for my people. I get called a house fill in the blank because I think that we can do better. I think we can pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps and finish the race on our own. I don't think we need the almighty savior of big government. When the government is your baby daddy, that's when you run into problems.
I have to do what I have to do. I had to work my way through college. I had to pay for my own education twice through undergrad and graduate school, and getting to where I am now and working really, really hard, that really got me to the place where I am. So I guess I had to thank both my mom and my dad for instilling that in me.
We have had severe unemployment. We have had the family unit torpedoed. When we basically sold our political souls to the political devil that is the Democratic Party, we signed on that dotted line. We gave away our upward mobility. We basically have the exact same slave mentality, the exact same slave contract, only with different instruments to implement it. And quite frankly, I'm disgusted as a brown woman to see my fellow brown people just completely sell themselves out.
And people start off all in different places, but at the end of the day, once you make excuses and become a victim, it's hard to move beyond that. It's hard to, leave the victim mentality. So a lot of these people, I think, kind of are stuck in that zone.
I totally agree, and that's what kills me about the fact that they're telling all these people in the black community that they are victims and that they can't do anything, and to me, that's the height of racism. Just because you're black, you can't do anything, and I feel like I'm living proof that it doesn't matter what skin color you are, you can do anything, you can be anything, you can have anything that you want if you go and get it.
Bam. Take that as a soundbite. Anomaly, good talking to you. Thank you for coming out and supporting Ben Shapiro, supporting free speech.
I'm supporting Fleccas, man. Ben Shapiro, he's cool, but, it's all about Fleccas.
Heard it here first.
Donald Trump is worse than Hitler.